my dad had another son.
Okay.
So I have a half brother.
Yeah.
And he's gonna work with me.
Your closest business partners now were not your friends from childhood.
He was so upset. He's like, bro, why tell me? I'm like, bro, I don't like. You told me once 3 years ago.
How can I build the biggest bag and then branch out and then build generational wealth? It's
Wherever the resistance is, go.
Welcome back to Success After Dark. We got a special guest today, my brother Vlad. We are breaking the virginity of our brand new GC studios with my brother Matt Campoli. Matt, thank you so much for blessing us today, brother.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Matt.
Congrats on the studio.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, man.
It's genius.
I like that.
Yes.
I like that. You came on the opening.
I did.
How'd you find the opening?
Great.
We met some good people, man.
Yeah, it was awesome.
There were some good networking people here. Like I was shocked of the, especially these influencers that came. That was pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Anytime I get an invite anywhere, I go.
Yeah.
Because
Would you
never
say
know
you're
who
an
you're gonna meet.
Yeah. Would you say you're an influencer?
I guess.
I would say so
Mm.
because when we were talking real estate, we're like, we need a realtor on the show.
But
You were one of the first names to come
yeah,
up.
absolutely.
All right, Rakan said some Arab guys. I'm like, let's do Matt Campoli.
But
And this is before I met you. I just seen on Instagram, you're on social media, you were doing some big things.
So
Yeah.
what made you kind of take the social media route, especially because I know a lot of older generation realtors, and they don't even touch social media. Like you look at her Instagram, you wouldn't even know he does social media.
Yeah.
He has one picture. Oh, happy to be in top one. I'm like, bro, like nobody like.
Yeah.
And to me, that's like crazy. And I'll share a story about I bought a place in Dubai, and my friend, I didn't know he was in real estate. He doesn't market it, and I bought it like through a friend of his. I don't know. I just wanted to buy the place, and I just got it, and he was so upset. He's like, bro, why tell me? I'm like, bro, I don't like. You told me once 3 years ago that you're a realtor. So I feel like social media just is a constant reminder.
Yeah, of course.
It's a touch point.
Yeah.
It's a
But let's go
consistent
back.
touch point.
Let's go a little bit back.
Yeah.
Right,
How did you get into real estate? Tell us your story. How did you end up here in Success After Dark GC Studios, top 2% realtor in Canada?
So I ended up here after dark because it's no longer daytime.
Yeah, we don't film during the
That's,
day.
yeah.
Ramadan.
No, I saw. It's been a dream of mine to just be on a bus shelter sign. You know?
Damn.
No, I'm kidding. Yeah, like a come up story. So my parents were divorced young age. I was like 3 years old. So I grew up with my mom. I love both my parents. They're amazing. But my mother went that single mother route.
Yeah.
And we lived in a basement apartment. So she was always renting. We grew up in Vaughan. And then I was always like, what the hell's going on? All my friends have like these families, these houses, and all this shit. So I was like always comparing. I'm like, I'd go home, my mom, we gotta get a house.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I don't want to live in this basement. None of my friends live in a basement, you know? So it's like always like trying to figure out what the hell's going on. I don't understand the financing and things like that. But that was like a deep rooted need or desire for me growing up. Like subconsciously it was like I always wanted a house. And even when I got to the age where it's like, okay, let me just start exploring these new development sites and walking in and getting some pamphlets, bringing them to my mom because it's like, okay, cool, we got some new homes coming up now. All these people live in these homes around us, but here's some new homes that need people to live in them. Go buy one, you know? She's like, yeah, no problem. But obviously, again, young age, I didn't understand.
Yeah.
So I just knew at a young age I never wanted to struggle financially.
Okay.
Like I'm overcompensating now for my upbringing.
Yeah.
And my parents are my why.
Yeah.
Now too. Like
Well,
I want to
are you
retire
still good
them.
with both?
Fantastic
Yeah.
with both. They're my best friends. But I want to retire both of them. You know what I mean?
I love that.
So yeah, just
How old are you?
I just turned 31.
31.
Yeah.
Are you the oldest or the youngest?
I'm the only.
You're the only.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. So
From
it's
both
all on my
sides? Like
back.
both
Yeah,
sides
yeah.
never had any, just had one?
My dad had another son.
Okay.
So I have a half brother.
Yeah.
And he's gonna work with me.
Nice.
Nice.
He's gonna
Smart
work
guy.
for me.
Yeah.
Nice.
I like that.
Christian. I'm your boss. Yeah, and then I don't know. I started to self-develop at 19. I got the MLM at 19. I did ACN. I did Wake Up Now.
Nice.
So what? Oh,
Yeah, we're
wake
talking
up
about
now.
Yeah, I did Wake Up Now.
Old school.
Yeah.
My head. So what? Like, okay, so you're 19. You're
Yeah.
at that point. I'm guessing university.
Yeah.
Did you go to school?
Yep.
Where'd you go?
York.
I went to York too. For what?
History. I know. It's a funny story. Yeah, I know.
What? Like, so when you were applying, like, what made you? Will you want
fucking
to
love
be a
history.
teacher? Oh, okay. I love history too. I just never thought. I'm like,
I
let me
wanted
take
to
a
be
major.
in a glass box in a museum.
Did you graduate? Did you finish?
Yeah. I had to.
So what do you? Okay, so this is probably a question. What did you learn there? Like, I learned history by like stories and like I read a lot. I'm obsessed with history, bro.
Yeah.
Especially if it's related to like Islamic Empire or the Romans or the biggest empires in the world. So like what like 4 years? It's a 4-year degree.
Yeah, I was there for 5 because I did 1 year where I had no idea what I was doing.
Okay,
So
but it's a 4-year degree.
4-year degree.
So in 4 years, do they take you back in time and do you study parts of history? Like how does it?
you hop in the
Time
teleportation
machine?
machine.
Yeah.
No,
I don't
you
need
pick
that.
the section. You pick the parts of history you want to study. There's classical, which is like ancient Greek, Roman.
Okay.
Things of that nature, Ottoman Empire, all that stuff. And then there's more modern, right?
What's modern? Like
Modern
America?
Like, no.
Oh.
Like 1800s and on.
Oh, okay. Like a
something
dark
that
dark
nature.
age, dark age of Europe ish.
Yeah, so like I like all the modern, like the most recent, like World Wars and stuff. Like I am obsessed with World War II. I don't know why. I have like a
Really?
weird obsession with it.
No, me too. Call of Duty stuff.
Yeah, but not before.
World at War.
Yeah,
None of
not
that?
even that. Like I just have a weird obsession. Like
Yeah.
my favorite movie is Saving Private Ryan. But
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks is awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Just
Interesting.
only thing I could really do that maybe made sense. Like okay, would be to teach it.
Yeah.
And then I started to volunteer because my mom was a teacher.
Yeah.
And I was in there. I'm like 23 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I'm asking these guys, what's the max you can make? Like, what's the max a teacher can make? They're like, okay, like a little over 100K after
Oh,
a certain
as a what?
teacher.
As a
As a department head too, like that's your peak.
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
after a certain amount of time, like after 10 years, and you have to graduate at a certain level, like things of this nature. So
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, by the time I go to teachers college, I'm this age, and then I'm in the job, and then I got to wait an extra 10 years. I'm gonna be how old? To
you're
make
probably
6
going to
figures?
be
I'm like,
what,
no
like
chance.
30? No, not
Mid-30s.
30.
Mid-30s.
Mid-30s. Yeah,
Mid-30s.
mid-30s.
So that was, I'm like, no, it's not for me. And I was at the same time I started a barber business.
Yeah.
And that woke up the entrepreneur.
And then did somebody at the barber invite you to network marketing?
No, I was doing network marketing while I was barbering.
Oh, okay.
How did you?
so
how did you,
yeah.
how'd you join?
Which one?
Like who?
The first
whichever.
one.
The first one.
ACN?
Yeah.
How they pop
ACN?
your cherry?
Did
That-
some guy with a suit
It was
come up to
it
you?
was a family
McLaren pulled up.
No, I don't think McLaren. They didn't have McLarens.
I used
like
to work at Best Buy. I sold TVs.
Okay.
And then you could tell who the guys were coming in to like prospect. Cause
Huh.
this one guy came in. He's like, "So, what's your name?" I was like, Matt. He's like, you like your
You
job?
like this?
You like your job?
You like your job?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "You seem like you could. You have a lot of potential. You want to make some more money?" He's like, "We should get a coffee. Here's my card." And he just like nonstop follow up and stuff after
Yeah.
that. That wasn't the reason. I joined through like my parents. Ended up in a basement, some sort
Your
of like
parents were in network marketing as
yeah.
well.
Well, they got sold on it, right? They did
Yeah,
nothing.
yeah.
Did absolutely nothing.
ACN,
with
though.
it.
ACN. ACN was more for older people, regardless. Yeah.
I was just in a
Because
basement with a bunch of
all
40,
the
50-year-olds.
in Canada. When is this?
Shit. If I have to date back,
13,
2013.
13, 12,
Probably something
13 has to be
yeah.
like that.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Because if you do the math, 13 ACN was at a peak in Canada,
Mm.
bro. This is where big dogs. The guy that runs ACN in Canada is Arab.
Oh,
guy.
yeah?
His name is Simon Aboud.
Does it still exist?
Yeah, still in Europe it's still rocking solid.
Okay.
Like I've seen some numbers, they're still putting up some numbers.
Yeah.
Weird how, but still rocking and rolling.
Yeah.
ACN, man, I learned a lot from ACN. Like
Yeah.
Kane Kane is the guy that got me involved in network marketing, and he came through ACN.
Okay.
And he like used to show us all these videos of like, look at this guy, and this guy's on stage and speaking about 50,000
Yeah.
people, and you look like 50,000 people.
They're selling
bro.
out arenas.
They were nuts, bro.
Yeah.
But I love that. And then so after network marketing, what made the switch to real estate? Like how?
I was just trying to figure it out. So I'm like, okay, I have all these clients. I was barbering, so all these male clients, like over 200 coming to me. And they all like trusted me. And I'm learning a lot about myself because I'm getting feedback. It's like, we come here because we love your stories. We come here
course,
because you make us laugh, like things like that. So
This is
it
in,
built up,
in Vaughan?
Yeah, it's
In
in
Vaughan,
Vaughan.
okay.
So this is like near the tail end of my university
Yeah.
degree. And I'm realizing a lot about myself. I'm like, shit, I can hold it down. I don't need to work for someone.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
I'm doing well. This is this is all me, you know. And like, okay, how can I leverage this network I've been building out of my basement? I'm like, okay, so either I sell drugs, I get into club promoting, you know. Did neither of those.
Yeah,
and
of
then my mom finally purchased a house.
Nice.
And I went with her to the showing, and I just saw the agent pull up in his little Mustang, and he's like, yeah, here's the kitchen and washroom, I have a bedroom here. And then my mom bought it, and I'm like, how much do real estate agents make? Okay, up to maybe 2.5% per deal.
You Googled this.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm like, okay, this guy made 2.5% of this purchase.
Did the math.
15 G's. I'm like,
Not bad.
That's a fuck ton of money, you know?
Yeah.
It's like if I sold like
10 a year.
10 a year.
What's the average of real estate in Canada? How many houses do they sell?
This is give or take about 95% do about 95% of the business.
Right.
5% does 95.
Yeah, so
It's
there's like
like
seven.
network marketing.
Yeah, very, very
Yeah.
similar.
Yeah,
I think
there's
network
like,
marketing has better numbers, bro.
I think
There's a video I
Yeah.
would love to show you.
Yeah.
It compared network marketing to real estate.
Oh, yeah?
You'd be shocked, bro.
Send it.
And this is a veteran in network marketing. Like I'm talking 40 years, and before that he used to do real estate. So he like really, and this is a guy like an analytical, has all the numbers from the states and this, and here's the numbers, and he breaks it down. I can't listen to too much numbers. My mind stops working, but that was a good video. But anyway, so 5% of people run 95%. So these 5 people, what is their average of how many houses do they sell? Do you know?
I don't have a number to speak to. I want to say at least 20 deals or more.
20 deal selling, not
Yeah.
rents and stuff.
Selling, yeah.
Selling.
Yeah.
And 2.5%. Let's say the average house in Toronto right now is 500. No.
In Toronto,
Yeah.
More.
You're like 9,
condo.
just under a
Condo.
million.
Yeah.
Not a house. Sorry, condo. Condo.
Average closet.
500, 700.
Walk-in closet.
I want to say like 6.
6. Okay.
and change, yeah.
So 2.5 from 6. What's that?
It's
600K?
Yeah.
Or is it like
It's like a $12,000-$13,000 check.
It's not bad, man.
But now we're getting rinsed in taxes because personal you couldn't incorporate. Now we can.
Now you can?
You,
So you're good.
when was this? This is new.
The incorporation?
Yeah.
Yeah, about 3 years ago, I want to say.
So before that, you couldn't incorporate yourself.
No, personal. So as soon as you start making 250 plus, you're 50%.
Is this in Canada and the United States as well?
For what?
For real estate? Because I know you got some real
This was
estate.
an Ontario thing.
Ontario.
For the
I know you got
incorporation.
some real estate business going on in Florida too.
Yeah.
Nice. Is
So
it
are you
2.5% same similar
3%
structure there?
over there.
3% over there?
So
Yeah.
if you are a realtor here in Toronto, you can sell there as well.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I have referral partners.
Okay.
So
Awesome.
they take my client, they
Awesome,
do the
awesome,
deal,
awesome,
I
awesome.
make a
A
percentage.
cut.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Nice. Would you live in the States?
100%.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
He has a place in Florida. We were just talking about it.
Yeah, I have a
South
house
Florida.
there.
Oh, but you did. I think I saw a video. You do it on Airbnb or something.
Yeah, I have it on Airbnb.
Awesome.
How's that going?
Really good. Yeah.
I think that would be the next business move for sure. Airbnb.
It's a fun game.
Really?
Yeah, it's a fun game.
So okay. So you and then after you looked this up, you saw this guy how much money he's making 15 grand per deal, let's say.
Yeah.
Which is not bad. You sell 10 a year, you make 150 G's.
Which
let's
is
say
a
after
lot to me at that
taxes.
time.
Yeah. So after taxes,
And how old are you at this time? You first when
24.
your mom
24.
so your mom buys the house.
23.
23.
And then by the time I was 24, I had my real estate license.
beautiful.
And then I just went into it. I didn't know, like...
Did you
I
just
had no
randomly?
background.
Yeah, because my point is, did you ask a realtor and he got you involved, or was it just a random
So
Remax?
I tried to ask this guy.
Yeah.
And he wanted nothing to do with me.
Who?
The guy who sold my mom the house.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like,
That's weird.
can I swear on this?
Yeah, bro. Go
I
ahead.
was like, fuck these people. You know, I'm going to go make my own name. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Lucky I did get a mentor through my buddy. I
Yeah.
got his cousin.
Nice.
And he's been my mentor. I recently just switched brokerages. So,
Yeah. Sorry.
you know, it is what it is. But, yeah, that guy's he's a weapon, man. He's a weapon. He taught me everything.
So okay, so here's because I've never really had this talk too much real estate. You know Yaz,
Yeah.
she's a business partner. I talked to her a lot about real estate, but she's Yaz is not the kind to like if she makes 200 grand a year to 50, happy. And I know Masood I know he's making probably $1 million plus probably. I'm guessing by what thing, but like these guys, man, like. This mentor of yours, do you think he was making over $5 million a year?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Did he own the brokerage
Yeah.
or okay, he owned the brokerage?
Yeah.
Do you think that's why he's making that much
No.
money?
So
or is
he-
it the big deals that
So
like what's
yeah. So I mean, yeah, there's different scales of deals you can do. You can do
Yeah.
like the small little one-offs condos, and there's
Yeah.
guys who pump out volume and like resale of like averaging around let's say 500 to $1 million
okay? I
depending
see.
on your
Yeah.
market. Then there's guys who are in the commercial space and they're doing,
the commercial. I forgot about that. Yeah,
they're
commercial
doing deals
is the
that are
big
like,
money.
you know, 5 to 10 mil plus, right? There's deals
Yeah.
out there that are like 50 mil, 30 mil, and you're
Wow.
making two points off that, right?
That's
It's
nice.
a good payday. You know, I know I had a guy on my podcast. He did $1 mil commission off one deal,
Wow.
right?
That's a good
So,
one.
What's the biggest deal you ever made in
Yeah.
real estate?
2.7.
2.7 mil.
Yeah.
Nice. House in Toronto.
Yeah, house in Toronto.
Nice.
Yeah. So not
So how much was the house if you made 2.7?
2.7.
Oh,
was
it's the house. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
2.7
like,
was the
made
house.
2.7 commission.
So
huh?
should we switch to real estate? I'll tell you something, bro. I said,
he's like,
I said this to Yaz, bro. I said, if I ever stop network marketing, real estate is my backup plan.
Yes.
really?
And if I do real estate, bro, I will destroy all these guys in Toronto.
Yeah.
Like this 5%, bro, the 5% that I'm talking about, like, cause I just understand how real estate is like, and I guess network marketing is so similar to real estate, but that would be my.
Would you do
move.
EXP?
I would create an EXP,
You could just come
and
with
I'll
me.
call Matt.
Or you could just.
No, I'll create an
No?
EXP. Call Matt. Matt,
You
how
go
much are I paying you, bro?
You go ahead.
Double, brother. Let's go.
I was
Let's
gonna
double.
ask. I was gonna ask him about the thing because so Matt does EXP now.
Yeah.
You're part of
I'm
EXP. Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna be like, so Rakan, if you're gonna start your own.
No, but why would I play that game? Like I know that like I can go work, but
Yeah.
give me 1 year till I understand everything. I'm not. Why would I join? Like he's joining because he's getting experience, but I know how Matt thinks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Give him 5 years.
Playing the game.
Give him 5 years.
I am playing the game.
I know how Matt plays the game, bro.
Yeah.
And you can tell how he's playing the game based on kind of what he's done in the past. Because I watch him.
Long-term thinker.
Yeah, long-term thinker. Not afraid to take risks. Like I see, because I've talked to some real estate agents, and they're afraid to leave their brokerage for some reason. They have this fear. I'm like, what's? They're not willing to take just
It's
a
like,
step.
it's like a breakup. It is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, but any business in the world is like this. You always have the things. But okay, so you go through real estate. Did you succeed right away? Did it take some time?
So I had goals that I started writing out.
Yeah.
I had a lot of limiting beliefs, you know. I had to break
Yeah.
through my own,
Okay.
my own paradigms. And remember on my whiteboard, I wrote 100K
First year.
first year,
Nice.
which is like hard to like. I'm like, that was a lot of money for me.
Yeah, yeah,
that was like an end goal.
Okay, I see.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm like, sick. If I make 100K, like, you know,
That'd
we're
be
living,
nice.
we're good.
Yeah.
And I ended up hitting over 6 figures first year.
Wow.
And then I changed that
Your
to
first year in
350.
real estate.
That's crazy.
That's
okay. So here's the question: Did you? Is this from your personal people? Is this through the broker? Because I know some brokers give you leads and stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
I've never gotten leads.
So
I got one
yeah.
my entire career out of that office, but it was just the barbering. So the planning the seat.
Just-
I didn't
just-
stop the barbering
Okay.
right away.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
so
I
you were
worked,
doing
I was working
both.
double time. Yeah.
Wow.
So guys were coming in. And I'm a real estate agent now. They knew that. They knew I was getting my license, and yeah, I was just like essentially mid haircut. Just I was prospecting.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
Smart.
pretty
And
dope.
Smart.
And I did some
Told
pretty
you,
big
long term
deals.
thinker, bro.
I did some pretty big deals out of that barber chair, and then I got on social media right away too when I was told
Smart.
not to.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
You were
Why did they
told
tell you not to?
Yeah.
Hold on. Why?
yeah. At the time it was.
Do they think
there
when
was-
was this?
This was 2016.
That's like the core.
That was the best time.
Best time.
It was the best
and-
time to get into social media.
So
Yeah.
so wait.
That's
So
why I
their
did it.
their philosophy is because there's a lot of network marketing companies are like this, bro. Like the old ones,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the Amway, don't
yeah,
go on
Amway,
social media. Don't
yeah,
say.
yeah.
So their philosophy is don't go right away on social media up until you get to a certain level. Like what's the philosophy
No.
of not being on social media?
I was trained so old school way of thought.
yeah.
with
Go
real
talk to
estate.
people. Go
Cold call. So
Cold call.
Come in here 8 a.m. You're cold calling from 9 to 11.
Okay.
12 o'clock you're eating lunch. 1 to 3 you're outdoor knocking.
really,
You know.
Door
Door
to door.
knocking, saying what? I want to buy. I
want to buy.
Yeah,
sell
like-
your
Do you want to
house.
buy another house?
It was either I was going to do Popeye, so someone I just called that morning. So from that window I was cold calling.
Okay.
I would say.
So you actually did this?
Yeah, I'd
okay.
be like, hey, like I'm in an area later. I'm showing houses, which I wasn't. I wasn't showing nothing. I'm gonna pop by and introduce myself. So you can put a face to the voice. You know. I go to the door. Hey, nice to meet you, Miss Glenn. Here's my card. Save my.
Have you got deals from?
Yeah, I
from
have.
them?
I have.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. But so my broker would be like, you're wasting time on social media. You're never gonna do a deal off social media.
I don't think that's true.
It's
man.
100% false.
That is
Well,
very
we
false.
have.
But at the
We know
time-
people that still say this to this day. They say my clients are not on social media.
Oh, yeah.
and we're like, how
Yeah.
you have
But-
no idea?
Yeah.
There was
Yeah,
no
we
proof
know
of
people.
concept yet. There was no proof of concept
Yeah.
yet that
Yeah.
social media
Yeah.
could be so
Yeah.
that powerful.
Well, yeah.
I think it's
For-
proven
well,
itself.
because
man.
people have to see it to believe it. But
for real estate.
yeah.
And I saw a flaw in the real estate industry because I'm like, okay, I'm looking at all these realtors' pages, and
Yeah.
it's all the same shit. They're all like this, right?
Sold.
Like it's a mugshot.
Yeah.
Who's gonna use you?
Yeah,
You're not even approachable.
that's true.
Like the body language
Okay.
101. Like
Yeah.
you're
Yeah,
closed
yeah,
off.
yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
just
You know, one of the things I see on your social media page, you're very personable. You know, you're
And
not
funny, bro. You do a
you're
lot of
funny.
skits.
Yeah, I
like
do.
like me and you hit it off quick.
Yeah,
Like you're personable. You're not, you know, you're not a mugshot type of character. You got some character to you. You know, you got the sleeve. You're not a typical like old school suit and tie. You know what I mean? Real estate agent, and it's working out for you in this day and age. You know what I mean? I still know a lot of realtors. We know a lot of realtors that are still sticking to the old ways, and I don't think that in this day and age you're leaving money on the table.
Bro.
If you're not on social media, I think you're leaving money on the table. You'll be so surprised how many clients you can reach. And you're saying touching like it's like a drip campaign. When you're on when you're a realtor and you're posting on social media, you're dripping.
You're reminding often.
people often what you're doing, what you're putting out there, what your services are offering, and you're creating relationships with people subconsciously that you don't even know and they don't even know, but it's gonna one day pop off. Like that's how I bought my first property. Was I was watching my realtor make posts constantly on a weekly basis. It was building credibility, building consistency, building trust, building rapport with him, and then one day I had the money. I'm like, let's do it.
yeah,
Smart.
You know what I mean?
yeah.
So, tell me this: you, how much money do you spend on social media? Let's not the number. Let's put a figure
On my
Like a
media?
percentage. Yeah. What's so from the amount of money that you make? What's the percentage that goes into social media?
It's hard, man. I haven't really tracked. I just do it.
Do you think it's over 20%?
I wouldn't say over. No.
No, you wouldn't say 20. Because I'll be averaging 10 to 20%.
Yeah, I would say probably around 10.
But yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But
Like,
because
I'm pretty good.
I'm doing more in 10 because a lot of the people that I use are in the Middle East.
Yeah.
So it's like
Like you sponsored ads
good.
and stuff like that.
yeah, I've sponsored ads before, but sponsoring ads in the Middle East is way cheaper, first of all. But I'm talking about like I have an editor, I have a content
all your
editor,
marketing.
I have
This studio now is going to be part of that cost, I guess,
so
right?
because I own a company in the Middle East that edits videos. This is what they do, right? They're content creators, and they give you the script. They give you the whole like the A to Z, right?
Outsourcing.
And outsourcing, and of course it'll be way cheaper than anybody in Toronto.
Yeah.
But I guess the whoever's in Toronto has this part that we have the cameras, we can come shoot you type of thing, right? I feel like people are getting used to not utilizing that. But that's why I was asking you. I'm like, what would be the number?
I think 10 to 12%. I just did the math in my head.
Yeah,
10 to
good.
12%. Yeah.
That's solid number.
Yeah.
Solid number. And
It's worth every penny.
so you've been in real estate. I agree.
6 years.
6 years. First year 6 figs. When did the million hit?
I didn't hit a million yet.
You really?
Yeah.
So do you guys get taxed? How much is tax for realtors? Is it the same thing?
Well, it's corporate tax, right? So now we're incorporated.
So you're as incorporated, like
so 18%.
That's it. 18.
If you
That's good.
If you play the game.
Because if you're working for a broker as an employee, it's you're paying what the tax bracket, employee tax, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So
Yeah. I was at a point like I was at the 50%. You know,
50,
I was
that's
paying
crazy.
half.
That's
my,
a lot
my
of
share
money,
back.
bro.
yeah.
I was paying half my salary back.
Yeah.
That's
Obviously, through write-offs, you can bring
of
that
course,
down a little
bring
bit.
that
But
down.
then, like now, it got to a point where it's like I'd rather go spend that money so I can write it off.
course.
So at least I'm using it.
Yeah.
Versus just giving it away to the government. You know? But yeah, it's tough. It's tough out there. You just get a good accountant. That's what I have.
You have to have a smart
I
guy for
have a
sure.
great accountant now. So
I definitely. That's one of the things I invested in, and I was because that guy is so expensive, bro. I'm like, is it worth paying this much money? And then
100%.
after my first
figure
2
out why.
years, I'm like, yo, I see why he's getting paid what he's getting. And because in the beginning, bro, I'm like, yo, the uncle that sits down in the corner and is $20, $100.
So Rakan has a box in his condo full of receipts. Yeah. And I still think for some reason I think it's a garbage can. So I keep throwing
throws
shit.
garbage in it. I'm like,
garbage
bro.
in it. And he's like, bro, that's all for my accountants come to pick it up. There's like Tim Hortons cups in it.
that's true.
Gum and
Yeah, I have one of those too.
My bad, yeah.
You need one of those.
Yeah,
I have two shoe boxes.
So what made you? So you started with real estate, and then you start going to a social media route, and then you started into really branding route.
Yeah.
So you're no longer just a realtor. I would say you're more of an entrepreneur now, where you have multiple endeavors. You have an Airbnb in the States. You have Now, the real estate and
Property
then
management company too.
property
Nice.
management company. That's pretty dope. So it's you're no longer you're in the field of I guess real estate, but
Yeah.
you're no longer just a realtor. You're
Yeah, because again, long term, like okay, I'm sick. I wake up every January 1st unemployed.
Yeah.
I wake up every day unemployed.
yeah.
Because if I'm not out there making my commissions, I'm not
Nobody's
making money.
paying you. It's
Right?
true.
Like yeah, I can go. I have the team now, but like I can go the team route where it's okay. They're out there selling. I'm giving them leads. I'm able to take a step back a little bit, but the longevity of it is that I'm young now. I love slinging deals. I love it. I love going out there and hustling. But by the time, let's say I hit 50, 55, I'm not going to be down to work like that anymore.
Yeah,
and then it comes to a point when for real estate agents, like we want to retire, and our commissions aren't going to residually come
over for sure.
spill over in the following
What was
years.
that word? Residually?
Yeah, exactly. I know
Well,
residuals.
recent words.
Yeah.
I know residuals. So, so I mean, I'm like, okay, like this is the vehicle right now. This is like this is the cents. But I got to work on the dollar. The dollar is like my generational wealth. Like what's going to build that for me? So the real estate's been my vehicle, and I'm a very like optimistic guy. Like I just know shit's going to work out. Like I have crazy numbers on my whiteboards and shit. And every year I've just been excelling and growing and
amazing,
topping where I was the year before. And these different doors are opening up consistently. These opportunities are coming my way. So like, for example, property management company now.
Yeah.
Nice.
I never thought in my life I would have a property management company.
That's very
How I do
smart.
it,
That's a big deal.
right? The whole Airbnb space,
Yeah.
that shit's,
Yeah.
off. There's so many different opportunities that are coming my way. So yeah, long story short, it's just real estate's great.
Yeah.
And I'm
But
investing in real estate.
Okay, you're investing, of course.
Don't get me wrong. There's realtors out there who have amazing careers and they've taken their money and they've properly invested. They've got multifamilies, all that stuff. So yeah, they're gonna make good residual passive income. But I'm looking for like generational wealth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Big money.
A lot of people with the long-term vision, they're always looking at a vehicle. Where can I get the, build the biggest bag, and then where can I build generational wealth from it?
Yeah.
Like Rakana was talking all the time. Like his primary vehicle is network marketing.
Yeah.
How can I build the biggest bag and then branch out and then build generational wealth? He's starting the businesses, the marketing company, the studio here. He's got a hospitality business, restaurant now. Let's talk about. You were talking about the team that you got. Are you talking about EXP?
EXP is the brokerage I'm at.
Yes.
And obviously EXP does have a
Network marketing business
network
model,
marketing
right? Where you
business
can
model,
you
which is
can
cool.
you can build a sales force basically.
Yeah.
Underneath.
They
under you.
Which I
revenue share.
thought I thought real estate was always like this. I didn't know
Yeah.
it's just a recent thing.
Yeah.
I thought it was always like this.
With
I didn't.
with the revenue sharing. Well, the traditional way is like, you guys are on my team.
Yeah.
Every deal you do, I make 15%.
Yeah, sales manager.
Oh,
You have a
okay.
sales manager.
Right,
Yeah,
but I'm going to
okay,
train
okay.
you.
Oh, okay, I got it. I got
Right?
it.
But
Yeah.
then guess what? You're going to become a shark. You're going to become a shark. Thanks, Matt. Appreciate all your time and effort.
And
I'm
then
going to go do my own thing.
Oh, okay.
I'm no
I see.
longer making money off you anymore.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
exactly.
it's like, it's limited.
Yeah.
EXP, I still have the opportunity to
Right.
earn residuals from you, even if you go do your own thing.
I see.
Because the company pays me on the back end.
Yeah.
I see.
That's
So
very
I
smart.
see that as a very long-term play.
Yeah,
Like,
that's a
right.
very long-term play.
my time in
Smart.
that business, I'm not out here trying to recruit and shit, but
Yeah.
like it's naturally going to organically come to me.
Of
I'm
course.
very confused how this is a new concept, bro. Like network marketing has been over 150 years, bro. This is not new.
There are brokerages that have had
it
this
before?
sort
Okay.
of like Keller
Yeah.
Williams has
Okay. I've heard of Keller. Who was on Keller Williams? I don't know. Somebody was. I've heard that name before.
They have a recruiting thing. I don't know how it works,
Okay.
but this is just like very new wave.
New wave. Yeah.
And the
I love that.
CEO of EXP was a Keller Williams guy, so I'm sure you got some inspiration from there.
Smart guy.
But now all the new brokers coming out are replicating this model. There's Real,
Nice.
same thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like it's working.
Yeah, they're huge.
I
man.
mean,
Fastest
listen,
growing.
it's such an organic word of mouth marketing, so organic. Social media is popping off. Like network marketing is a business model of the future.
Yeah,
and
I
it's
agree.
in the way to create generational wealth. Again, you can be the best salesman in the world, but you're never going to make more money than the best marketer in the world.
True.
And if you can market yourself and you can build a sales team and you can leverage yourself and leverage other people's efforts as well, listen, you can do a lot of damage. I want to ask you, because there's people that say, like me and Rakana are stats people, and we're looking at stats that say, the minority, less than 10% of real estate agents that get the real estate license actually ever sell a house. And then on another end, there's a stat that says less than 10% of people in network marketing ever, actually become successful long term. So you're at EXP where you have the real estate license and you have the network marketing business model. So you're basically trying to beat the odds. How do you interpret those stats? Because I know you're a guy that's super driven and you're gonna beat the odds no matter what. But how do you tell someone who's maybe negative and says, I don't know if I can beat these odds because the odds don't look like they're in my favor. How do you interpret those stats, and how do you separate yourself from the majority and actually come out on top? You know what I mean?
It's just like your own. It comes down to your own confidence and self belief, right?
Yeah.
Like if I don't look at that. This shit doesn't scare me.
Yeah.
Because I just know what I'm capable of. I know who I am as an individual. I know what I want to achieve. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And there are people out there who, they get scared. There's a whole fear barrier that they create of like. And the problem is everyone's comparing.
Yeah.
Like I don't really watch other people. I don't. I just do. I just do my shit.
Just do, yeah.
Right. And but there are people who will sit and just get so like distraught at the fact that like they're not where this guy is or this girl is,
Okay,
and
yeah,
that limits them completely. Where it's like they just put themselves in this rut where they're like literally depressed and there's no motivation because like they don't feel
That's
like
crazy.
they don't feel like they'll ever get there. It's their own limiting belief. So that never really scared me. I'm like, sick. I want to be in that 10%. I want to be in that 5%.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, I wanna
That's
be
the
that
winner
guy.
mentality, man.
It's more of a motivation thing.
Yeah. 100%.
It's like, cool. I want to be in this. I want to be in the elite group, right?
Yeah.
What's your
Yeah.
sign?
Aquarius.
Aquarius.
What are you, my girlfriend?
No, bro. I just wanted to know. Aquarius.
Yeah.
Aquarius. Oh, my sister's an Aquarius.
No, when he asks the girl that, and the girl says, no matter what the girl says, he goes, "Oh, no wonder."
Yeah, no wonder.
And then doesn't say
Yeah.
anything else. And the girl's like, "What the fuck's that?"
Yeah. Probably
So
works like a charm.
Always. Always, brother. So, if somebody's new to real estate and they want to do some marketing, what do you think the first step would be?
To just get yourself out there.
Yeah.
Call your
what?
database.
No, I'm talking social media wise.
Oh,
Yeah.
I preach this all the time. It's just authenticity.
Yeah.
Being authentic.
Mm-hmm.
I am.
You're breathing. Continue.
I am.
Don't breathe.
You don't breathe at all.
You're breathing into the mic, bro. I can hear it.
We have oxygen
Don't
tanks.
breathe.
Have you ever held your breath for like 5 minutes?
Try.
We got 30 more minutes
Nah,
left.
now's the time. Now's the time to do that.
Continue.
For someone on social media, people again they freak out because number one, like as soon as they get on camera, they're a different person because they feel like they have to be someone else.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like, here's John Joe. He's doing this type of video. It's working for him. Let me try and be John Joe. But that's the problem with people. You got to be yourself. If your name is Sam Allen, be fucking Sam Allen.
Yeah.
Right. Like I'm a weird guy. I can be quirky, funny, weird, and I just knew right away. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna put myself out there as me. Okay, I'm not gonna try and be someone else. If people don't like it, I don't care because that's gonna filter out people I don't want to work with anyways. I'm gonna now attract people who actually want to work with Matt for Matt.
Yeah.
And I told myself early on too that I'm not a real estate agent. I'm just Matt. I happen to sell real estate, but I'm always Matt. So
I
whatever
like that.
the way I portray myself is always gonna be Matt, and I'll never stray away from being my true, honest
So
self.
did you start on social media with you paying somebody? Let's just say somebody doesn't have the budget of paying somebody to create, I guess, content for them or create whatever for them. Like, would you just get them to wing it? Because if I go back in time, I don't have money for somebody to edit my videos and do this and do that. So a lot of my videos I edited by myself in the back in the days. So you go on YouTube, and now there's application. My God, you can do anything right now. There's applications
There's
now
no
that can cut
excuse now.
videos for you.
There's no excuse now.
There's no excuse, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess back in the days you had to learn a skill or two like editing and stuff,
Yeah.
but now it's just so much easier. But my question is, would you if somebody doesn't have the budget of, because did you hire somebody in the beginning, or
I
did you
did.
just okay? So
Yeah,
that
I
was
did.
your initial.
Yeah, I mean, like it's kind of like a natural thing. Like you get a listing.
Yeah.
You got to hire a professional photographer.
Okay, yeah.
So, and they offer a video portion.
Okay, I see.
So my first time on camera, it was bad. Like I tried to be like the average realtor out there. I'm like, hi, I'm Matt Campoli.
Do you have the video?
Oh, yeah, I do. It's brutal.
Would you ever send it to us?
I will send it to you. I'll never take it off my page because I want people to go
Oh,
back.
it's still on your
there.
page.
Yeah. My first.
We,
Do you
can,
wanna-
we could probably play it
Let's
on there. We'll play it on here.
Yeah.
let's play this video after.
Yeah.
I'm not tell the editors this.
You could throw it in right now.
Let's put it.
It's bad. Like I'm wearing. I have braces and like I'm just like all like nervous.
Hold on, it's on your Instagram.
I'm leaning on a railing like this. Yeah, it's brutal.
I wanna see it.
I make fun of it all the time.
You wearing a suit and tie?
Huh?
Suit and tie?
No tie.
Yeah, just
I was
okay.
but the suit.
Yeah.
My $400 suit. It's great. I think I ripped that suit actually. Yeah. So
How deep do I?
you gotta
have
go
to
deep. You gotta go deep.
We all have those first videos though.
Look for the ab pictures. I'm kidding. I deleted those. Another thing I thought I needed to do.
We're gonna our next subject is your interview with Ryan. Actually, before the interview with Ryan, he did something, and then we had some people that I was tagging, bro. I was tagging. I don't even know who Ryan is. I'm like, oh man, good for you, bro. Let's go.
Yeah. Loved it.
But I looked because his Instagram looked crazy. What
Mad
are we
respects.
going deep?
Yeah, I can find it. Want me to find it? So, yeah, I hired early on because it's just part of the package.
Yeah, part of the package. Okay.
Right? And then
How much do these guys make? Like, is it
the
per
photographers?
video? I guess per house.
I mean, you can budget for like with a video, probably like $1,000 to $1,200, and including photos and video. All my video guys, I started to take control after. So I'm like, okay, this is gross. I hated it. I'm like, this is not me. So my first custom home listing, $1.2 million listing.
Beautiful.
One of my biggest ones early in my career. The guy just fired his agent and hired me.
Okay.
And I'm like, fuck. I'm like, I don't want to risk this idea of me being myself yet.
Yeah. Ah, okay.
Right?
So you did another one, which is very.
No, I did. I still did
okay,
it.
you did risk
Still
it.
did it. Still risked it. I never showed him. He has no. I don't even know if he. I sold that house too.
Yeah.
I have no idea if he. I didn't want to show him. I'm like,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
hope
yeah.
he doesn't ever sees this video because I don't want him to fire me because I'm like I'm being playful.
Yeah.
Or like
Yeah.
making light of the situation where I should be serious.
Like
so
serious,
I thought. So it's just me eating a banana on the couch and like carrying like tomato jars in the background. Where, like, my buddy's like talking about the house and touring, and I'm just in the background doing stupid shit, like sniffing plants, like
That's crazy.
yeah, I was doing weird ass shit. But guess what? That
It got
a
sold
shit ton
from
of views.
social media.
No, not from social
Okay.
media.
I'm
But
like-
got a shit ton of views. Everyone was commenting, said this is amazing, this is the best video I've ever seen,
Yeah.
so good, blah blah blah. I'm getting all this positive feedback,
Yeah.
just because I was myself.
Huh.
And I'm like, okay, like I can be Matt, like I had small aspirations of being on a TV show. So it's like, here's like my little TV show. I'm gonna create my own little world.
That's dope.
And it worked well. Then the videos just got more and more stupid, and the results have just been better and better.
That's pretty dope, man.
Right? And now people ask me to come list their house, and I have the job before I even meet them, and they always say like, I can't wait for you to make a video. I can't wait to see what you do with our house. Because they know I'm gonna go balls to the wall.
Do you create the videos, or do you have somebody like tell you?
They're all my ideas.
That's pretty dope, man.
Yeah, all in the shower. Here you go. Ready?
Hi, I'm Matthew Campoli. Citizen Realty. Welcome to 73 Coles Avenue. Please make yourself at home and come take a look.
Who's gonna buy a house off this guy? Terrible. At least Daniel G liked it. Supported me since the beginning. Yo, it's terrible, man. It's just brutal. So, yeah, I'm happy I got the balls early on. That's it. It's just like a shitty house tour.
How many takes was that?
Are you saying anything after?
No, that's it.
You're not
That's
saying
it.
anything.
Was that one take?
No, that was quite a few takes. And like
To say the one.
the videographer, she didn't say a word the whole
Yeah.
time, and it just felt awkward,
Yeah.
So I aligned myself with a proper video crew after
Yeah.
that. I got my humor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hey, Matt. Hey, look at this.
Not bad, man.
Big boy.
Hell
Sleep,
yeah.
sleep was in the making at that
I
time.
was in the making.
Yeah.
I was in the making.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
This is young Matt.
This is young Maddie. That was
Yeah.
my first.
Oh, yeah, your ears
my
pierced
first
too?
real estate picture.
Yeah.
I had my earrings in.
Yeah. Woodbridge,
Nice.
maple style. Woodbridge.
style.
Yeah.
Good times.
I'm dying, man.
Good times.
That was a good video.
5 years will do a lot to you.
I can imagine.
So that was 25.
I was 25. Yeah.
25. So basically 6 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. And you hit 100K that year though.
Yeah. Right at the end. At the end when I started to promote myself more.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So
I
I'm like,
see.
let me start posting pictures, all these things, and people started hitting me up.
What do you think the biggest reason why real estate agents fail? Because you're obviously a successful one, but you've probably seen people get into real estate and then get out of real estate. And it looks like everybody we know, not everybody we know, but a lot of people we know at some point in their life, you realize you hear that now they're doing real estate, they're selling real estate on the side or whatever the case is. What do you think is the reason why people fail?
I think it starts from the beginning. I think what they think real estate is completely different because you'll see all these shows on TV, like these $1 million listings or the selling sunsets.
Yeah.
And like, they're posting the commission that the person's gonna make.
Yeah.
So they see like 230K or 300K. It's like, wow.
Yeah.
So people literally come in with the thought process of
Yeah.
like,
Of
I can do this
like-
part time.
Yeah.
Oh.
I can sell my 1 to 2 homes a year and be okay.
No way.
But they don't understand, like, you're just gonna get eaten out there.
Yeah.
Because
Well, first of all, selling sunsets in Beverly Hills, and then they come to Toronto and they got to sell a bungalow
yeah, like,
in,
it's
in
not
the
easy.
cold weather. Yeah.
It's not like my first year of real estate. I was staring at the computer screen. Like, what the fuck do I do? Because no one's holding you accountable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
Oh,
your
yeah,
own
yeah,
boss.
yeah.
If you don't wake up at 8
Right.
a.m.,
Yeah.
no one's gonna be calling you saying,
Yeah.
"Hey, where the hell are you?"
Yeah.
So if you don't have that drive, that inner drive to like get out there and do the hard work. Like I was on the phones every day. You know what I mean? I was
It's an entrepreneur drive.
Yeah.
Schools condition employees, and the fact of the matter is, large majority of people need to be told what to do.
Yeah.
In real estate, that's not the case.
And like you guys know, but people don't want to work, man.
Yeah.
And that's it. Like
That's so
people
true,
just don't
man.
want to work.
Yeah.
So everyone's looking for that easy route.
But what
You
would
know?
be the route that has no work?
Even Airbnbs. If I was trying to get into Airbnbs right now, what would I do? With not too much capital, because I know that there's like different models like Airbnb arbitrage and seller like there's creative financing, stuff like that. Like what would be the route for like somebody in their 20s that wants to get into the Airbnb space and
I'd like to get
start a
into
cash
Airbnb.
flowing business,
but
not put up too much money? What would be the route?
Arbitrage game's good. Find a partner. Find a good buddy who has the same hustle as you. And yeah, set up a system. So like the arbitrage space, like get your pitch deck, get your scripts ready.
Yeah.
Get a list of landlords and call them up. Call the agents who have these properties for lease.
I know.
And basically pitch them what
you want to co-host. Like, hey, I want to co-host your property. Like you can get you can get a long-term tenant and then deal with the landlord-tenant board.
Yeah.
Deal with all the potential problems.
Yeah.
Can't kick them out even if they're not paying you. You gotta wait 6 months because the courts are so backed up.
That's crazy.
Right? Or partner with us. We'll make sure your property's being cleaned. Almost every day, every other day, every 3 days.
Yeah.
Keep it in tip-top shape. And we're gonna share our profits with you.
Nice.
We're gonna pay you your base rent.
Nice.
Plus share our profits with you.
That's pretty cool.
That was
Right?
that was the pitch, ladies and gentlemen.
That was a win-win
was
situation.
Yeah, so
That
it's
was
like,
good.
So landlords are open-minded, eat it up.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, let's fucking go, right? Because
Yeah.
now they have skin.
There's
in the
no
game,
reason
too.
why
Yeah.
to.
No, there's
no-
not.
there's no
And
reason.
There's
Like, what would be the downside of it? I don't think there's any.
The misconception is that landlords think that their property is going to get destroyed. Like, oh, like all the people coming in, all this
Right.
overflow.
But
But-
Airbnb will rip them apart.
Yeah.
Like they will charge them
I've
up.
had crazy parties
of
at mine.
course.
I've had damages and shit. Like, you get your money back.
Yeah.
Like, you file
Because
a claim.
Airbnb is not playing stupid. Like I don't think so. At least.
It's a business.
Yeah, it's a business.
You gotta have
Yeah.
your cleaners gotta know what they're doing. They
Yeah,
gotta
of
they gotta
course.
take pictures after every stay.
Yeah.
They gotta
Yeah,
document
yeah,
everything because there are people who will try and pull a
And-
fast one on you and be like, oh, like there's shit on the bed, but here's our photo from 30 minutes before.
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, you gotta understand the business. You gotta have all your systems in place and your whole ecosystem working with your cleaners and everything.
Yeah.
But it can be a very lucrative business. But it's an all-in business too. Like there's guys who do arbitrage full time. They'll have
I know
like 100,
somebody-
200 properties, and they're making like multiple six figures a month.
I
in
know
revenue,
somebody
you know?
that I think you know him as well. I forgot his name. He does like Airbnb stuff and he's
Kane?
always
Kane?
I think
That's my
yeah.
partner.
Oh, he is.
Yeah, we're business partners
in the Airbnb thing.
in my property management company.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and he has a
So-
whole automation investment side.
So
that
what's
I
up
feed
with
him.
that?
Nice.
Property management company?
Yeah.
So
Like if I'm somebody that I want to invest money, how much would be the minimum? Let's start there. And what am I expecting? What am I investing in?
So minimum is arbitrage.
Okay.
All you gotta do is front up your first and last month's rent plus a security deposit. That's it. So if the rent is $2,000, $4,000 first and last, maybe another $1,000 for security.
But I have to rent it under my name.
Yeah.
Ish.
Right.
Yeah.
So that can be anywhere.
Yeah.
Can be in.
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
Costa
I
Rica.
have.
So the Miami one is like that. That
yeah.
you have?
No. I own that one.
Okay, you own that one. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I own my Airbnbs.
Okay.
I would dabble into the arbitrage space,
Yeah.
but I just love real estate. I just want to buy real estate.
Yeah, that's smart.
So,
But for a beginner with less capital,
Arbitrage.
arbitrage is
Arbitrage
a great.
would
go way to get
be-
started. Go way to get
That's
started.
smart, man.
Right? Because
That's so smart.
if you're upfront, so if your rent is $2,000 a month, right?
Yeah.
So your upfront cost is 4 Gs plus let's say the $1,000 security deposit, you're at 5K.
Yeah. So if I have 50 grand, I can get 10 of those.
Yeah, you could.
Is that did I do the math right?
You could literally. In concept, you could.
50 grand. How much money do you think that? What would be the return from that?
I mean,
what are we looking at typically?
At least like 30% cash on cash. So like
A year.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
if you're, let's just use 4 Gs as an example.
Yeah.
You're renting for 2, you're making 4.
Sure.
You're profiting 2K per month, right?
But
Could
but
be
it's
more,
split
fluctates.
between I guess the person and the
Depends
property.
how you have a setup. So you could do a flat fee. So it's
Okay,
like I'm gonna
I
give you your
see.
base rent plus an extra $500 every month,
I see.
right?
No,
so
that
now
makes
you're,
sense.
Now you're netting $1,500
Yeah.
every
Which is
single
not
month.
bad. Yeah.
You're gonna have months where you're making 8 Gs
Mm.
and you're getting them 2,500, but you're pocketing the rest.
I
You
see.
multiply that with more and more homes, right? Like I
Yeah.
have my Toronto condo does 30K cash flow a year.
Mm-hmm.
With the Florida one, we're only 3 months in, but our projections were around close to the same, around 30K cash flow. So just two, if that goes well. So
Yeah.
Toronto one, I've been running.
I
That's
see.
30K in my pocket annually, after all expenses.
That's beautiful.
right? 2 properties, 60 Gs. That's
Yeah.
someone's salary.
Yeah.
That's
It's
just
true.
2 properties,
Insane.
right? So if you do the arbitrage game, you're able to pull similar numbers.
Yeah.
Right. Sometimes even better because you don't have maintenance fees, you don't have
Yeah,
public
yeah,
tax,
yeah,
things
of
like that.
Yeah,
Less carrying
yeah.
costs. And yeah, you take, let's say, just those 2 properties that are doing 30 Gs.
Yeah.
Grab another one. Now you're making 90. Grab a
That's
4.
beautiful. Because I know
Right?
Kane is doing other things as well. Like I saw he's doing like forex trading. I was gonna hit him up and tell him.
Yeah, he's a jack of all trades. That guy.
I'm like
Yeah.
I'm like the numbers they'll do, and we can do better on a bigger scale.
Yeah.
We have almost. I think we'll do $100 million this year under management.
Wow.
Big money, bro.
For what?
In the
For
broker,
automation.
in the broker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Automation for what?
Automation forex.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, yeah. But this is something I created.
Yeah.
Like it's outside of network marketing.
Okay.
But we add it as an add-on.
It's an
to
add-on,
network
value
marketing.
add to the package.
We've done almost 20% so far this year.
Wow.
Because we already had crypto automation, automated
which we
software.
have done phenomenal.
Yeah, yeah. We had a automated crypto software for the last 3 years as part of our platform.
Yeah.
And we just recently added as of January Forex automation.
Forex automation.
Yeah.
Crypto, we have done 40% in the past
Yeah.
2 months, 2.5 months exactly.
Wow.
To be exact.
Matt, I want to ask you a question. So let's say I'm in my 20s. I want to make money our Airbnb arbitrage. I'm thinking as a viewer here, with as little capital as possible. Would it be a smart idea hypothetically to take out, let's say, a line of credit, low interest, maybe 5-6% annually, and because let's say I have no money. Let's say I have nothing, but I have good credit and I can take out a line of credit. And say American Express, whatever your bank gives you 5-6% fixed for the year. I put in, I do the first and last month. I hire you guys as a property manager. Is that a good look? Is that good? Is that a good numbers game there?
I mean, yeah, 5%. I think that would be a good.
I would beat 5 to 6%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
There's no way you're not gonna do it.
like
No,
that's
5% is
yeah.
so,
like
so, such
there's
a
so
low
many
number.
freaking ways to make money
So
in this
many
world.
people.
It's just
but
like
I mean,
it's
that's
just
like,
a game,
Who's gonna
man.
actually do that? Like there's the risk factor, the fear
Right.
behind that. Like yeah,
Right.
I'm fearful. I did that. I got it. I took a 5K line of credit out, and I bought a bunch of Ripple.
XRP.
Yeah. But
What at the
XR
high?
This
Wait,
is
Red Bull or
peak?
Ripple?
Ripple.
I heard Red Bull for some reason. I'm like, wait a minute, brother. What addiction do you have?
A line of credit. The bank's asking him why.
Why?
What do you need? What do you need $40,000 for?
Was it 2016 that
Yeah.
crypto run?
Sorry,
and then it
2016,
crashed?
17. Yeah.
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 Oh, it
Oh, so-
crashed? No, crashed was 2018.
2018? Yeah.
Then.
You bought it at the top in 2018
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah. And I made, and then
Okay.
everything came down.
and you held it.
So you
held
said
onto
you
it.
I hodled.
you bought.
You hold
I'm still hodling. I don't even-
Keep it up, man.
Actually-
I just know my login. Thank God. I don't know what's in there, man. I'm hodling.
My first $100,000 was with Ripple.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. My first
Yeah.
100 grand in crypto was in Ripple.
Yeah.
That time,
Yeah.
right? But we sold it.
Okay.
Like I had because we had an expert in our company. He's like, yo, I think y'all should sell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I didn't trust him because it was my first time ever seeing money like this. Bro.
Yes.
So I'm like, yo, this is gonna go to $1 trillion. I'm gonna be a trillionaire in the next 3 months.
Yeah.
He's like, everybody sell.
Yeah.
And he just had a feeling that it was gonna crash. And bro, the minute we sold, like after a month and a half, I think crypto just dipped.
We're
And
gearing up for another bull market though.
yeah,
Another bull run.
I think this year we're
Prices are
shooting.
still on sale.
Yeah, well,
XRP has a lawsuit with the United States, but
They're gonna win that, bro.
We'll see.
But with this year, I think we haven't dropped under 2023. I think mid-year we're gonna be at 40. Towards at the end of the year, we're probably gonna be at 50
For Bitcoin.
yeah, for BTC. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably to start next year, we'll go back to 2 years number. Probably 69, 70. I think towards the end of the year, it's gonna be 80. The year 2025 is 100,000%.
yeah, 2025 easily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100 grand.
This is financial advice. This
Yeah.
is financial advice.
Yeah.
This is financial
It's-
advice. Invest now. But I mean, if somebody doesn't have really big money, I think Ripple is like you just still don't know because they're still fighting.
Yeah.
Because if they do lose, now the SEC is just gonna attack everybody, bro. They're gonna attack all these cryptocurrencies. But I guess a safe bet would be Ether.
Ether.
Yeah,
Nice.
because
A safe
it's at
bet.
$1,700.
Yeah.
It'd probably go to 10K. So if you're having money there, probably times 5 your
Yeah.
money.
So do you know why the SEC is going after XRP? Do you understand
I don't-
what
I don't
the fundamental is? So they're claiming that XRP is a security. So what a security is, by definition from the United States, is an asset or token or coin or something issued by a centralized power basically. So XRP issued by Ripple, right? They control basically. They're issuing this coin. So that the SEC is claiming that XRP is a security because they're being issued by Ripple.
Yeah.
The only crypto that technically is not a security, that's not issued by a company, is Bitcoin.
Yeah.
ETH also is technically, it's a gray area.
Yeah.
But Bitcoin is really the only, by definition, not a security, right? It's a lot of people. There's the Bitcoin versus the Ethereum wars and all that stuff. But anyways, XRP is a high risk, high reward
For sure.
And Minor Khan's philosophy is diversify between as much
Hence
as
why
can.
we have realtors. I think realtors, not realtors. But I feel like real estate is a good play. But
Long term, yeah.
Long-term,
It's never done anyone wrong.
Rakan likes real estate in Dubai.
I don't. I'm not a fan of real estate.
He doesn't.
I hate real estate.
He doesn't
in
like
Canada.
Toronto real estate.
No, man.
No offense. I bought pre-construction in Toronto.
Yeah.
And I'm telling Rakan, I'm like, sometimes I wish I put this money like somewhere else because we know some places like it's tied up right now. It's pre-construction. It's tied up. I know it's a long-term play.
And
I'm a
it's
long-term
cheaper
too.
in Dubai, bro, for bigger things.
Really?
Yeah, like way cheaper.
Dubai real estate
Like,
are great things right now.
Bro, like
Yeah.
how much was your condo?
Total
half?
What? No,
Half a mil?
640K.
So, bro,
Yeah.
with 600, I can get a whole house in Dubai.
Yeah.
Like,
Right now.
Yes.
Resale, not pre-construction. Like you can move in tomorrow.
I don't know about moving tomorrow. Well, 600K, you can get a lot of things, bro,
Yeah.
in Dubai. Like,
But
at least
that's
you're
the- that's the
multiplying it by
market-
almost 4.
That's the market
You know what I
value
mean?
for like
Yeah.
a family of 4 can live in like a house
absolutely.
there.
Absolutely.
640K.
Yeah, there are a lot of outside other markets. Like that's
Yeah.
why I went in Florida because it's just
Smart.
The,
Is Florida cheaper?
Yeah, it is.
Really?
It is, and there's no like we have something like land transfer tax here.
Yeah.
Stupid. Just
Oh,
throw
yeah,
money
yeah,
away.
yeah.
You know, if you're buying in Toronto, you get double that.
Yeah.
Throw double away.
Yeah.
Right.
Florida's the entrepreneur
There's
heaven,
no-
man.
Yeah, it's,
Yeah,
business, it's very
sure.
pro business, right?
Yeah.
And I bought a house for the same as like an 800 square foot condo in Toronto. Like
Wow.
a full, brand new 1,800 square foot 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom home with a pool sized lot in like prime Fort Lauderdale, close to the beach, close to
I
downtown,
love Fort
close to
Lauderdale, man.
everything.
That's such a perfect Fort Lauderdale,
Yeah.
and just a little Patrick, but David lives there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
part of my
Fort
neighbor.
Lauderdale. He just
Yeah.
has a big ass.
Yeah. You probably know
bro.
his neighborhood. It's a gated community. It's Bay something.
It's
He's in
I-
Lauderdale?
Yeah, Fort
Near
Lauderdale.
Lauderdale.
Yeah.
Bay Colony or something.
Not sure. I don't know.
Yeah.
Bro, it's just.
I was showing
saw
him.
the
I
house.
was showing him. I Google Earth and I found it because they had a video where he was showing the tour of his house, and I don't know how I fucking stalked him. I found on Google Earth. I found his fucking house. I'm like,
Yeah.
Rakan, this is fucking
Bro, it was just a beautiful house.
yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful house.
Vision board type of
Yeah.
house, 100%.
Definitely vision
That's the
board
type of house that he had back in his days of building his first life insurance company, and then dream come true for
It's true.
stuff like that.
So Matt, what are you working on next? What's the next step?
Should keep building. I'm trying to. I am bringing back a lot of the traditional aspects of real estate. So
Okay.
like with the team now, we're gonna run like a whole campaign where I'm targeting
Nice.
neighborhoods, and we're gonna be doing the calling.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
You know, a lot of the traditional prospecting.
Do you think that's necessary?
It helps. Everything in combination works.
Okay.
Yeah.
Especially
I
in
see.
this market.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna be on the phones a lot more this year
Huh.
because I need to.
Yeah.
A lot of hesitation out there, right?
I was gonna. That was my next question.
Yeah.
I'm like, how's this year with real estate
It's
so far?
It's transactions are down by like 15%.
15%.
50.
Oh, 50%.
Yeah. So there's not a lot of turnover, not a lot of exchange of hands
Yeah.
anymore.
Right.
So there's less to go after, right? A lot of realtors are gonna be exiting because they're not gonna be doing anything. Which
Right.
is great. That's good for that. It's gonna filter out all the
Yeah,
the
the
ones that
fluff,
aren't-
the
yeah, all
fluff, and
all the people that
people
weren't
that are not working.
that weren't going to make it
But
anyways.
for me, this is opportunity.
exactly.
Right? Like I'm seeing this as an opportunity.
Yeah.
So I want to go double. I want to double down now.
Yeah,
And like
yeah.
take over some market share.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's smart.
So that's my goal with this. This is my opportunity year because then when the market does come back,
It's to
I'm
it's
gonna
to
3x my business.
yeah, because
again.
you already have the foundation
Yeah,
set.
and I already do have the foundation set. I
Yeah.
want to be even more than that.
more than that.
So my plans this year is just I have my core team. We're building that out. It's gonna be fun. Social media is gonna be kicking still. Podcast is blowing up right now.
Yeah,
too.
you have a podcast called Price to Sell.
Yeah, Price
Nice.
to Sell podcast,
And
and
it's simple.
it's a
yeah.
podcast,
Yeah.
and we're doing field
Do you,
trips.
can you imagine he hasn't invited me yet to his podcast?
Bro,
He was waiting for you to.
We did talk about this
Yeah,
once
he
a
did.
while ago.
Last time he was like, "Yeah, I'll invite you." These realtors, man.
Everyone's like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna make my own podcast."
I will get you. I can get you on the Price to Sell because I had Daniel G on.
Really?
Yeah, Danny Gian.
Nice.
My boy Danny.
Yeah.
Shout out to
I
my
do-
boy
I
Danny.
like to mix it up with different guests where it's not real estate related,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
more some like mindset shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool,
entrepreneurial
man.
stuff.
Nice.
I like that.
But yeah, I'm just gonna keep going with the flow. You know
So
what I mean?
what's like a last message, a mindset message, something that you would tell the world, something you tell either a young guy or an old guy, in real estate, outside of real estate? What is one thing that like, listen, this is something that I've been taught, and this is what works.
If wherever the resistance is, go.
I like that.
Wherever the resistance is, go. If you're being told not to do something, do it. You
Wow.
know? That's what's got me the furthest in life. I was told not to do social media. I did it. I was told not to get into real estate. I did it.
You were told not to do social
I
media?
was told not to join this brokerage. I did it. You know?
Why by Reddit? Some Karen on Reddit
I
said
look at that shit like consciously.
100%.
Right? And I'm like, okay, these are the signs.
90%, the 90%, yeah, and the 10%.
You know, there's a reason
exactly.
why there's this 10%. It's because the herd goes this way. So you want to be going the other way.
Yeah.
As hard as it is, you're going to lose friends. You're going to lose,
Yeah.
you know, I might have conflict with family.
So wait a minute. I
But-
like this losing friends one.
Yeah.
I like
You're
this.
going to lose friends.
Have you lost friends?
I've lost touch.
Uh-huh.
Is it
right?
because you're busy, or is it because they don't like what you're doing?
You know, it's you just grow quicker than them. And there's a gap that's built, that's created when you're in your own growth journey, right? You met that person maybe at like 21. I knew this guy. We're the same mentality wise. I'm gonna over the years I'm developing. If that person doesn't want to change, they're gonna be either it's like a subconscious feeling of threat, like a threat. It's like look at this guy, or envy, right? And there's gonna be some animosity after that. Naturally, that's just created. It is what it is. It just happens. So it's unfortunate. Like your closest friends aren't going to be your number one fans or supporters. You know,
That's so
the
true.
most random people are the ones supporting you.
Yeah.
And those are the people that you're meeting along that journey, right? So just surround yourself with like the best possible.
Is it true
people.
that your closest business partners now were not your friends from childhood?
100%?
They're strangers that you met
All
along
strangers.
your entrepreneurship journey and personal development
My
journey.
group of my boys, love them to death. It's like a full circle moment where we grew up in the bubble in Vaughan. Vaughan was a bubble.
Yeah,
100%. You know what I mean? Like we all talk the same, dress the same, look the same. Yo, straight up, it's a fact. Yo, anywhere you're from. Yeah, sure, bro. Let's drop the Woodbridge jokes now.
Italian?
Yeah, I am
Are you
Italian.
Italian?
Yeah. Is that a
No,
joke?
it's just. Is it all Italians in Vaughan?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of Italians in Vaughan. So I started to branch out and started to hang out with different groups.
Yeah.
And instantly, like in the beginning, they're like, oh, like joking, playing with me, like, oh, like you have other friends now, blah, blah, blah. I knew I needed to hop out of my comfort zone. And it got to a point where I got really distant from them because I got too lost in the sauce. And in order to ground myself, I made it a point last year to like really get reconnected with them.
With your
And now a lot of them are actually, you know, some of them are asking me for help. Because
real
Full
estate.
circle.
no, in general,
Oh,
just in life,
just
man.
in life.
And they're trying to make a change now too. So that's like it's really nice for me. Like it feels good because
Yeah, of
here
course,
I
you're trying
am.
to
Like
help your people.
I've done it,
And now I can show you
and now
how
I
to
can
do
show
it.
you.
Yeah.
And I want nothing more than for these
Right,
guys
right,
to
right.
Of course,
succeed.
yeah.
I'm the type of guy, bro. If I'm making $3 billion, I'm taking everyone with me in life. All my closest
I
people.
love that, man.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
So
Were some of the people
Yeah.
that are asking you for help now, were some people judging you back in the day and told you not to do what you're doing
yes,
when you first started?
100%.
Full circle.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's funny.
That's pretty cool.
yeah.
Funny. Yeah.
That's just life.
Yeah, there's this philosophy, and like it's so true. The top 10% is top 10% for a reason, and you've had close friends from back in the day. I have close friends. You have close friends, but the reality is, if you're actually trying to level up and you want to become that 10%, inevitably the odds are not in your favor. You're not going to stick with the same close friends your entire life if you're trying to become that 10%.
Yeah.
Statistically, 10%, 1 out of 10 people. That means in every friend group of 10 people, there's going to be one guy that makes it. Statistically. You're not bringing all 9. Some people just don't want it that bad. Some people just don't have it like that. So if you want to get somewhere, you want to build something big, statistically you're going to have to move through friend groups, and people call it social climbing. No, I want to do something big.
Yeah.
People are
And
gonna
if you're not
hate,
going to
man.
come, people are going to hate,
They're
right?
gonna do whatever they can to bring you back down.
Yeah. And you can,
Right?
like you said, you can love the guys, but you know, it comes full circle. If you want to help them out and they don't have it in them, you go be that leader. You go do something big, and then maybe you can help them out later, right?
Proof is in the pudding, man. You get the most, like, these full circle moments happen when people that have chirped or said like, oh, like you're an idiot, why are you doing this shit, after watching you succeed, now they're like, hey, I want to be a part of it.
Yeah.
That's dope. man.
Right?
Yeah,
It's
big
just
time.
that whole attraction.
But I love
model
when
in
that
life.
happens.
Yeah.
Honestly, like to me, that's like one of the coolest things.
Yeah.
when you start seeing success and people around you like, hey, like the idea. And by the way, I'll share the story. I have a friend of mine. Actually, I have a lot of friends that I left in touch. I was a very social kid. Like when I was younger, I had like I'm one of these kids that had 1 billion friends.
Yeah.
Everywhere I go, I make friends, and I was just like, just make friends to make friends. At this point, I intentionally make friends that would support my mission, I would say, or somebody that I can be supported in I guess, in their mission, something that can be beneficial for both. But I have a friend of mine that wanted help in crypto, and this is like a couple of years ago, right when the market was going up, and his ego just wouldn't allow him to do so, and he lost almost like 50 G's, man. Like, and I'm not talking lost as in, oh, he just invested in Bitcoin, because that's whatever. You have the money in Bitcoin, you have a couple of Bitcoins, you can write it out and get your money back. I'm talking he just made some wrong moves. He traded some. He like
bought Red Bull.
Bought some BS stuff, like the BS coins. Like, oh, this coin's gonna go to this is the next Shiba, and it's just money is completely gone. And like his ego didn't allow him to ask. For me, I'm always an asker. Like if I don't know anything, I'll ask around. Like I'm a guy that would ask for anything. Like even if there's a script that I can't, hey Vlad, can you just help me with this, bro? Because I know this is not my strong suit. And even if something I don't understand it, I don't act like I know.
Just leverage your resources.
Yeah,
that's the best way
leverage
to
your
be.
resources.
Everyone, but that's because
it's the best way to be.
The ego doesn't exist for you.
Yeah.
The problem is in school, you're sitting at a desk alone writing a test by yourself. But in the real world, you have a whole team. You have the whole world at your fingertips in the real world.
Leverage.
You're not the real world is you're not sitting at a desk by yourself and you can't look around. No. Like you have the whole world at your fingertips. And the most successful people are leverage all the resources they have.
I agree.
That's why I like MLM, because the culture.
It's true.
Yeah.
I learned so much by just being around in those rooms.
Yeah.
In the beginning of that journey.
Yeah.
And now I'm back in a similar culture, which is fantastic.
I got one more last question for you.
Yeah.
You got a crystal ball?
No.
A what?
No, crystal ball. Future.
What's that?
You can read the future. As I ask every real estate agent the same question.
Why?
We learned that in real estate schools, in some sort of textbook where it's like, if someone asks you, like, where's the market headed? Just easiest scapegoat way out is,
what do you say?
I don't have a crystal ball.
That's why I asked you.
I've dropped that line so many times.
Because I need to know. A lot of people need to know. Viewers need to know. What's Matt Campoli's take on the real estate market in 2023? There's been interest rate hikes. It's harder to borrow money. It's harder to get mortgages. I actually went. One of the reasons I got into entrepreneurship, I knew I needed to make more money aside from being an engineer, was I went for mortgage pre-approval and they laughed at like what I can borrow, and because I wanted to buy a condo, and they're like, yeah, not this year, buddy. So that's what I knew I needed to make some money on the side. But it's mortgages are getting more expensive now this year, 2023, as we're doing this. We're filming this February 2023. There may still be some hikes. What are your take on that? And where do you see interest rates being at the end of this year? What do you see the market headed this year, maybe next year? Long term, I know where we're going bullish, but what do you see, this year, maybe 2024, interest, real estate market? What do you see right now?
I love this question.
Yeah.
Because I always end off my podcast asking all the top people in the industry. I'm a big intuition guy. Like I'm big on my gut, and it always steers me in the right direction. Just even the facts agree with this. But right now is a fantastic time to purchase something, although rates are high, because you are marrying the purchase price. You're dating the rate. The rate isn't going to be there forever. You can restructure the rate.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Who taught you that one? Is that Ryan?
Marriage and
Where did I learn that one? I forgot where I learned
That's
that one.
a good one.
I learned it somewhere though. I'm not taking it. I'm not saying, I created this.
Not
I
completely
learned
created this.
I learned
created
it.
this.
But it made a lot of sense. It resonated with me now.
So buying the price, dating
marrying
the rate,
marry the
because
price.
the rate,
you can.
the rate.
Because
goes
look at
up.
it this way: if last February a home was $1 million, okay, but yeah, sure, you got it at 1.9%, fantastic, whatever. But your down payment was 20% of the million. Your land transfer tax was percentage on the million.
Okay.
Right. Now you're able to buy that same property for, let's say, $800,000.
Yeah.
Right. Your down payment of 20% of 800,000 is much less.
Of course.
Your land transfer tax on 800,000 is much less.
Of course.
Your mortgage payment is going to be the same because your rate's higher. But once things start to come down, and I strongly, a lot of people do agree, we think things will start to soften.
Of course.
By the end of the year.
By the end of the year.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a little too soon. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the end of the year, I think things might start to make a positive turn.
I like
As soon as news gets positive,
Yeah.
because we have a big supply crisis here.
Yeah.
As soon as news gets positive, all those buyers on the fence
Yeah.
that
It
are
was just
waiting
buy.
are just going to hop in, and it's
Yeah.
going to just create a storm again.
Matt Campoli's DM is going to be full.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like that.
It already is full.
Nice.
With just men. I have to specify that part.
Fake Matt Campoli messaged me the other day.
He's awesome, eh?
Yeah, he's doing good.
Yeah,
he's doing numbers,
he's selling
6 figures
crypto.
this year. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he's selling a ton of
He's
crypto, that guy.
almost verified too.
Oh yeah.
We could actually get verified soon too. They're doing the Meta verified thing.
I saw
It's,
that.
good. Finally.
I saw
yeah.
that.
I hate
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, he just got verified. He
I'm
actually
like, I
had to
just
work.
got
He had to work for
verified,
it too. We're not
That's
me and
really worth
me and
it.
Matthew just $14.99 a month.
So-
But is it going to be the same blue check mark?
I don't know, but
Must be pink.
Well, Twitter did not. They did there's I think the yellow, blue, and then the blue.
And the real. Oh, really? There's
Yeah,
two
I don't
different
know.
types.
There's 2 different
One's
types,
a paid. One's like the
Real.
Yeah. That's what I
Still
that's
got it. You can
that's
still
what I
got
saw.
it.
But
Still
what
pretty.
I wanna want like I wanted to go into relationships. Or should we do that for part 2?
I can talk all day about relationships.
What's our time right now? 1 hour. 1 hour and 5 minutes.
Let's do part 2 then. We'll do it at part 2.
Want to do 5 minutes?
Because I have
Ask me
some,
one question.
I have some one question.
He wants to answer. Matthew wants to answer it. He's like,
So what do
You got
you
something
think?
to say.
So here's okay. I guess one last question. What do you think? Were you so in these years that you were upcoming? Were you dating somebody?
I've had different relationships, yeah.
Okay.
And
Do
now
you-
I'm in a relationship.
Do you think that was a positive impact or a negative impact?
Relationships will teach you and show you your biggest flaws.
Okay.
So I was able to learn a lot about myself through my relationships. So I'm very
course.
grateful for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a big portion of my career where, yeah, fuck yeah, I need to be single. So I
Yeah.
need to fly. You know, I need
Yeah.
to hear from anyone. I need to be any sort of constraints. But when you find someone that you can
Adapt.
mesh with
Yeah.
and actually can compliment you
Yeah.
and allow
Yeah.
you to go do your thing, then it's super grounding, especially for a man.
Yeah.
To have a woman that can ground you,
Yeah.
where like single dude, okay, right now hitting up chicks, you know, trying to book a date,
Yeah.
whatever, all this energy is spent
It's
on
going-
yeah,
if
it's
I
going
wanted
wrong
to,
places,
right? But now, like I have a strong woman beside me. She's also in the business. She
Nice.
understands where I'm at.
Yeah.
And it's actually helped me in my business.
Good.
I feel like
That's
I've
very cool.
actually
Asset.
increased.
Yeah.
Asset
Right?
versus liability.
Yes, exactly. So
So you're saying you were dating liabilities before, and now you have an asset. Is that what's going on?
I can't answer that, but yes.
Cool, man. Well, Matt, brother, I appreciate you, man, for showing up today.
Yeah, of course. Thank you guys.
I love this talk, bro.
Yeah.
I think this is one of the
Good one.
coolest podcasts we've had.
I appreciate that.
Um,
You say that for everyone, eh?
Actually, no, I don't. You can actually.
It was the
watch.
best podcast we've had in the studio.
And
this one.
yeah, best.
Wow, honored. So honored.
I
You're
appreciate you again for showing up for the studios opening as well. We appreciate you for that, and there's gonna be a part 2, but part 2 is not gonna be about real estate. I'll tell you that much.
I could talk about all things.
Good,
I love
good,
it.
because I had some topics in my head, but I'm like, let me leave it for part 2.
Yeah.
I'm
And
always down.
We'll do part 2. So my friends, my family, my brother Vlad, thank you so much. We will see you guys in the next episode from Success After Dark. And Matt, they can reach you at. I guess we'll just put it, but
Yeah.
it's at Matt Campoli.
At Matt Campoli. 2 T's.
At Matt Campoli's 2 T's.
2 T's.
2 T's.
Yep.
Oh,
Instagram.
I was talking to the 1T.
You were got the
No
1T.
wonder
Yeah.
you got the 1 T.
Yeah.
It's a camera right here, buddy.
He didn't show up to the listing. though.
Talk to me.
I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Peace.
Peace.